boss man. Me like America, me got good plan. Mexico water make Gulf US survey. Me make Zelensky say thanks to my face. Me got baby face, me got big chair. Trump bad, Trump good, me no care. Me write big book, kill billies and stuff. Now me important, wear tie up tough. Me go Yale school, me learn big word. Now me forget everything me heard. Silicon people give me job, me take. Now me like Trump, me make no mistake. Yo, it's JD Advance. Me fight walk folk, me say never die. Me protect kids, me born liberal. Him, them, there. America simple, only two gender. Me face, me big boss man. Me like America, me got good plan. Mexico water make Gulf US survey. Me make Zelensky say thanks to my face. So many gender for my agenda. Went on a bender, execo the sender. Might take Panama just like na. Might take Gaza, pop then a plaza. With this my majesty.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome in to CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage IDOT of Unit 199. Happy to see all of you here today. We got the big meeting between President Trump and Mayor-elect Mamdani, the communist from New York. I don't know how much of this we're going to see. I have no idea. So time will tell, I guess. But yeah, we'll see, I guess. But good to see all of you here on a Friday. Alex Arrow Cave says, I'm 40. Goodbye, junk food. Maybe doubtfully. Well, first of all, happy birthday. I think it was yesterday. I wish I would have cut junk food out when I was 40, but I didn't. And I'm still eating it today, just not as much as I used to. But I would recommend cutting junk food no matter what age you are, but especially if you're in your 40s. I would definitely recommend that. But we have a special guest host joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. Many of you thought that I fired him last week. I didn't. I'm never going to. It's never going to happen. Doesn't matter how much you complain about it. Doesn't matter. Because he is the one, the only Fear the Beardo. What up,
everybody?
Man?
Emphasis on the special.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm interested to see how this is going to go today. We talked on the phone earlier, and I agree with you. This is going to go one of two ways. This is either going to be an ass-kissing fest, or it's going to get real.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I just feel like it can only go one of the two extremes. And I lean towards Mamdani kissing Trump's ass and Trump just, playing along with it. That's what I anticipate. We'll see. Yeah, today, so we have Friday Night Tights, and I have to be on Friday Night Tights today. So if this runs long, guess who's driving the ship?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, you guys know me and Beardo. We are the best of friends.
Super close.
Oh yeah, we are the best of friends. And honestly, like, I don't even think we've been in an argument.
Never.
I mean, we got in one, all right, but we haven't been in one since until last night.
Until last night.
Happening right now. Let me ride.
Get off of my road. Get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, you just killed me. You just killed me, Jeremy. You killed both of us.
What did he do?
Dude, went all the way to the top and then dropped and knocked me off. Jeremy, you are a fucking retard. Actually, you have to come down here and revive me. Leave Jeremy to die.
What is
It was so great, man. Arc
I
Raiders is
knew you
awesome.
did.
So
I knew you did that shit on purpose, dude.
100%, dude. I was like, I gotta see what happens because we play so much Fortnite. So we know what happens in Fortnite, and you have fall damage. You know what I mean? Or you have, whenever you don't take fall damage in Fortnite when that happens. So I was like, let's test it out and see what happens. And we found out what happened.
Turns out it's very realistic.
It's very realistic.
But Arc Raiders is so much fun, man.
It is. It
love
is. We'll be playing more of that in the near future. So no worries on that. Chunk the Punk says, Kami Mamdani cries to his mommy about his tiny salami. Dude, if Trump says that, we'll be cooking today. Burb Shit says, can JD advance bridge to layer 2?
I think if anybody is going to go hard on Mamdani today, it's Zamdani, whatever his fucking name is, Israel Zamdani. I don't fucking know. It's going to be JD Vance. Zohan.
Yeah. Fear the Zohan.
Islam Zohan Mandani. It'll be JD Vance. JD Vance is going to go hard on him, probably more than Trump will.
Yeah,
and then,
like I said,
and then Trump will piggyback off of that energy from JD.
I think that Zohan, B Barrett says, why aren't you on Rumble anymore? I've had a lot of people reach out, man. I kind of feel like I probably should start streaming to Rumble again because the people want us there. Like, what's more important? Me making a stand against Rumble, who pissed me off, or worrying about the people? You know what I mean?
Go with your gut. Go with your gut, man.
I'll think about it. Okay, but anyway, back to it. So Mamdani, even Trump said this reportedly privately, that Mamdani is a slick politician. Trump said that reportedly, according to like the New York Times or something like that. And he is a slick politician. He definitely knows how to talk a good game. And he has already started to backtrack on a lot of the aggressive stuff that he was saying towards Trump when he was trying to get elected. He took a picture today from the plane. He was all smiles. Looked like he was going to meet his hero, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he just was. Have you seen that picture of him?
No.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, he took this picture and he's just all smiles, man. It looks like Christmas Day. Let's see if I can find it.
For Zohan?
Yeah. Right here. Let's see. Look at this picture. That's him. Oh, he's so excited to go meet President Trump today.
I wonder if that's like a smug smile.
It's hard to. First of all, this guy absolutely hates Trump. There's no doubt about that. He hates Trump and he hates America.
His entire campaign was against Trump.
Yeah. He hates Trump and he hates America. But here's the thing about Trump. Trump, if he goes in there and compliments Trump and compliments the White House, oh, look at all this gold, Mr. President. This is amazing. This is so great. I'm
super excited about the new ballroom that you're building.
Yeah, Trump be like, I like this guy. He's, like that's
look
how he'll do.
Handsome guy.
Yeah, he will absolutely do that. Now, that doesn't mean that Trump's falling for it, but I'm just saying that Trump will play along with him. You know what I mean? He will. So I don't know. Now, the other thing too is I've heard this is a closed press event.
Ooh.
So I don't know if so let me go back to the beginning on this right side thing. So right when it started, he said it was a closed press event. Let me see if I can get to that point.
Network on this gloomy tier in the loveliest house where the mommy Mamdani is meeting with President Donald
closed
Trump.
press.
And that will be roughly 1 hour from now. That event's still closed press. If that does open up, we will be very interested to take you there.
Real quick, what does closed press mean? Like only approved press can go in?
No. I don't think any of the press is in there. That's what closed press means. Now, it doesn't mean they won't open it up, but they are having a closed press meeting in the Oval Office.
Are we still going to get footage of it though, live?
That's what I don't know. And that's what he just said. He just said that. He says, if it opens up, we will go live.
The Democrats like this.
Oh, man. What a bummer.
Does open up roughly 1 hour
right here.
That event's still closed press. If that does open up, we will be very interested to take you there, as I think people around the country wanting to be.
So if that does open up, so we don't have any confirmation that we're going to actually see this. I didn't know that until this went live before I went live. And I'm like, well, what the hell are we even doing here then? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
what's
Like,
the
what are we advertising? So, we're just kind of in the waiting game to see what happens. So, Tree Bear says, kick Beardo.
Tree Bear, what the heck, man?
Good old Tree Bear in the house. Cole
What the hell?
Hauser for 50. Says, Hail
50!
Jeremy. Look who's here. The guy who never answers my text.
Fuck.
Praise Ara.
I'm so bad at texting. You guys know this. I'll text you right now, Cole Hauser. My bad, dude. I'm an asshole.
Dude, listen. You guys think I cussed Beardo out on a stream the other day. You should hear when I call. I'm like, motherfucker, I have called you. I have texted you. Where the hell are you at? And you're like, I didn't get nothing. I didn't get. Oh, shit, I did get it. My bad, man. My bad.
I'm terrible, dude. I'm terrible with my phone, man.
Piano Dean says, prediction, iCloud furniture will not work. Sure, your armchair, fully encrypted, floating in the ether is revolutionary until the Wi-Fi drops and your ottoman buffers for 3 days. Do better, Tim Cook. I agree completely. There you have it. Nate says, that opening had me in tears, Jeremy. JD advanced, baby. Phantasmus Knox says, late and muted, hail. Mr. Bitham says, what was the Christmas movie that had the Grinchy green guy tried to steal Christmas? Not sure. Can you ask X-Wing? Damn, man, I wish we had X-Wing here.
Oh, that was the
Fast Times
Nightmare
at
Before
Richmond
Christmas.
High? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Nightmare Before
Yeah,
Christmas. Yeah.
okay. Yeah. I thought I was a little closer, but no, you probably got it. That's probably it. So yeah, if you guys can figure that one out, that is a mystery. But I think Beardo might be right. He might be right.
Yep.
Zinni Bix says, either way, the memes will be glorious. Hopefully, if we even get video of this, which is 100% up in the air right now. Packet Proton says, if the chair is named Jeremy, what's the beard of Beardo named? The Tuft. TM
The
is
Tuft.
taken.
No, everybody calls me Cherdo. Cherdo is my empty chair.
No.
That's already been coined. Oh, my bad. The
What
chair
the
of
hell
Cherry,
is wrong
the
with
beard of
you?
Beardo is. That went right over my head. You did say I was special, and I emphasis on the special. What is the beard of Beardo named? The Tuft. Thank you. Just don't listen to me.
Incoherent name of 450. All the legal paperwork designate Venezuela a narco state goes into effect Monday, giving Trump all the legal justification he needs to oust the commie regime. And for it, but be ready to hear Dems whine about so much for no new wars president. It will be interesting. I think, listen, most of what Trump does is Trump tries to leverage his power. Trump does not like to necessarily use his power. He likes to threaten the use of his power in order to negotiate what he wants. And I think that's one of the things that MAGA, like hardcore MAGA people, don't like about Trump, is that they want Trump to actually use that power. And Trump more or less uses that power for leverage more so than using that power for actual action. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, and that should be the way it is. You don't want to use that power for the action. You just use the power to, like you said, to leverage it, to get the people to do what he wants to do without having to use the power, because you don't want it to get to that point.
Yeah, tell that to the cartel subs. Okay, that's
you
fair.
want it to be civil, where MAGA, Trump, and the Republicans, we get what we want without having to use significant action. It's all about negotiating. Trump is a businessman. He's very smart. So through negotiating without having to get really fucking serious about it to the point where, it gets hostile.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for the 50. I appreciate that. Cole Hauser dropped another 50. He says, because Beardo responded, here's another 50 and still waiting to chat, Jeremy. Got you, brother. Yeah, we'll talk.
Shout out
Absolutely.
to Cole Hauser.
Listen, I will say this because I did see your message, but I don't know if it's just me. Twitter DMs are the worst thing. And I'm on Android. I'm sure it probably works better on Apple, but Twitter DMs I do not get notifications most of the time from Twitter DMs. Which, I mean, I don't get what's funny about YouTube? Because people say, why do you only respond to negative comments on YouTube? They're the only ones YouTube sends notifications for. I never get a push notification from YouTube where somebody says, "Great job, Jeremy. You're doing a wonderful thing. We appreciate you." I don't get push notifications for that. Somebody's calling me all these names and all of a sudden pop on my phone. And of course I'm like, well, fuck this guy. I'm responding. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
General Duality says, is Beardo getting $500 to host Cobra Cast? Hell.
Yep. That was part of the negotiation for today.
It's done. Z-Herb says, Jeremy, I thought you were a Hexeth fan. What happened? Why are you allowing Beardo on stream? What? You don't like... Oh. No more Beardos.
No more Beardos.
I didn't listen to our Secretary of War.
The SEC of War.
I did not listen. Damn, they got me on that one. Packy Produs is trying to remember a random Christmas movie. Don't think it was popular. Some kid met Trump in a hotel. Ever heard of it?
Ooh, Christmas Vacation.
I think that's more fun. I think that's like, what is it, Mandela effect? I think you're just remembering something that didn't happen. Right. I really do. Ho mofo for $1. Thank you. So if you're just tuning in, we are currently waiting for the mayor of New York, the mayor-elect of New York. What did you call him? Israel Adesanya Mamdani or whatever?
Islam Zohan Mamdani.
Yeah. Okay. So Islam Zohan Mamdani.
Yeah.
He will be arriving at the White House in probably the next few minutes. He's going to meet with President Trump. As of right now, it's going to be a closed press event. I don't know if it's going to open up. I have until 4 p.m. Eastern to be here. So I'll be here. And then I have to go over to F&T. Beardo will drive the ship if I have to leave. And will we get a live look at this? I don't know. Big shout out to Beardo for putting off his stream to come hang out with us. So always stepping up when I need it.
No problem. Are you on YouTube TV?
I am not.
Just YouTube?
This is the AP on YouTube. Associated Press on YouTube.
Okay.
Like I said, so for those that weren't here in the beginning, I speculate that this is going to be a fairly non-confrontational meeting. But we'll see, I guess. Let me go to right side. They'll probably have a better view of this.
I wonder why it's closed press, because for
I think that Trump and Mamdani probably need to have some real discussion for sure. But this is what Trump's done he said real discussion with world leaders in front of the world, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know why it's closed press. I really don't. So that is very, very strange. Prito, of course, says, Jeremy, thank you for giving me that clip a few days ago. I really appreciate you, brother, for taking time to do that. So I will keep the RTU stuff to Smash JT streams. Beardo fat. It's all good, man. I didn't I know it's a big meme, so no problem, man. Don't feel like you have to apologize. You should apologize for Beardo being here, but you don't have to apologize for you.
What?
So my bad. Did I say that out loud? Sorry. Yeah, man. Don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see.
Because you had Ukraine, the Ukraine guy. What's his name?
Zelensky.
They had Zelensky. That was open. We saw everything for Zelensky.
We've seen I don't know if he's in the past with all these events. I don't know if they were closed at first and then it was opened up. I don't know. Listen, here's what I will say. If Trump doesn't open this up, I think that's bad optics for Trump. I think that people will run with the narrative that, Trump is scared or what. Again, we know that's nonsense, but that's the narrative they will run with.
I wonder if it's closed because they're figuring that it's going to get bad.
No, because if that was the case, Trump loves this shit. Trump loves a fucking shit show in front of the whole world. This is what he lives for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what he wants. He wants to, I think maybe Trump just wants to feel this guy out first. Because Trump, again, reportedly said that that he believes that Mamdani is a slick, politician. He's a very good, slick talking politician, but he's never met him. So,
we'll see.
Z Herb says Jeremy's favorite scene in Interstellar was the black hole scene. He unfortunately showed us this on his live stream. Whew, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not good. Not good at all. I've got several feeds up right now, just trying to keep an eye on everything to make sure we don't miss anything. Ryan Miller says, I'm calling it now. The Mamdani meeting is going to be a complete train wreck because he's coming with the smoke. President Trump is going to pound him. That's what Eric Trump said last night. Eric Trump said it. He's like, Mamdani's going to get smoked if he comes in there and tries to be cute. He's going to get smoked. Vault 95 says, Beardo and Cobra Cast, win Jeremy on overtime.
It's too early. Overtime is too early for Jeremy.
He never invites me to shows.
Yeah, I've invited you on Bro Science like 3 times.
Why do you have to bring old stuff up?
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Dark Sports Rising says, how about a tail of the tape before these Oval Office bouts start? In this corner, from New York, 6'3", 215 pounds. He could have been the UFC heavyweight champion, but he chose to make America great again. The 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald John Trump.
Let's go, everybody.
From Yugoslavia. I don't know where he's from.
Dude, you know what was so weird about, like, after that election in New York? Like, everyone is showing Islam Mamdani's wife and saying, like, how beautiful she is and, like, she's hotter than Sydney Sweeney and stuff. Like, dude, like, the left is weird, man. The liberals are weird. They're like, enough about Sydney Sweeney. Let me show you fucking Islam 9/11's wife. And I'm like, what are we looking at here? Like, what like, this is weird. And she's not hot. She's not hot.
From Uganda. Maybe Yugoslavia. Who was from Yugoslavia back in the day in the NBA? Was it Vlade Divac? Was he from Yugoslavia?
Oh, shit. I couldn't tell you.
Was Vlade Divac from Yugoslavia? Please confirm that for me, chat. Because I think he was. I feel like he was. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Gator says yes. Am I right about that? I think I'm right about that. I think so, yes. Yeah, I think I'm right about that. All right, we're starting to get a crowd, so he should be pulling up here soon, and we'll
Wasn't
see him
supposed
meet.
to be at 3? It's 3 right now, dude. If he's late to meet Trump, man.
Yeah,
late to meet Trump.
Late to meet Trump. That would be bad. Packy Proton says that Mamdani introducing Arabic numerals to New York schools. I don't think that was a true story, but I don't know for sure. Joe Dirty says, who is Bubba, Jeremy, and do you wish it was you? I think they fucked up. I think Trump said, like I said, it was a comment on my video, but you called Trump gay, and he's like, oh, you calling me gay? Fuck you. I'm dropping the Epstein files now.
Right.
He pulled a Michael Jordan. He's like, I took that personally. I took that personally. CG says, did you hear Tua wants the Dolphins to play in Jerusalem?
Yes, dude. Dude, I saw an entire reel of just Tua full-blown CTE, man. Dude, he's retarded.
Even Nick Saban called him out. Did you see that? Even Nick Saban called him out.
He's retarded, man.
Even Saban's like, bro, what is wrong with Tua? He's like, I am surprised.
Because they just played in Germany? Wait, where'd they play? No, Spain. They played in Spain, right? And he was asked, where else, like, overseas would you like to play? He goes, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to play in Jerusalem.
Good old Tua.
All right. Hey, watch next year. The NFL is going to have a game in Jerusalem.
Hector says, if you make it up to the Rumble people somehow. Yeah, listen, I've had a few people reach out to me. One thing I'll do is I'll listen to the people more so than anything. I'm frustrated with Rumble, but if the people really want, that, I will listen. Bowman Spyro says, don't let Beardo leave the stream. He'll accidentally end it. This is true. They know the lore.
Only on mobile.
Only on. I did that one time. I did that on a. I was on with mobile, and I thought I was leaving, and I ended the daily.
It's the same button, dude. It's it's the same button to leave on mobile is to end the stream, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Anjanette with a gifted membership. Thank you, Anjanette. Appreciate you. Tommy says, odds JD Advance asked Mamdani to say thank you. Dude, he better. Please and thank you. That's what he's getting. Please and thank you.
Okay.
Ball 95 says, Beardo always texts me back. Also, I'm a guy.
If you're a guy, email me.
Grindo Drobe says, Beardo is such a nice guy. How did Arc Raiders go? Awesome. It's an awesome game. I'm having a lot of fun. And I don't know if we're going to play that game long term, but I definitely like it for the short term.
Oh,
it depends on how much they update it and stuff like that. But it's very fun. And it's very fun with other people. So I very much enjoyed it. And again, you're loving the game, obviously.
I'm loving it, man. If this has, it's not quite Helldivers 2 level hype yet, but it's close, man. And if they keep updating and they keep adding new maps and new weapons and stuff like that, and they keep adding some cool shit, I think that this has a long shelf life. Hopefully.
Listen, if they had the Helldivers 2 music when you're dropping in,
oh, I know. Yeah. Game over.
You're like, let's
fucking go, dude. There is a little bit of like Helldivers, like it kind of feels like it, you know, having to fight the robots and stuff, and having to do missions and then extract.
I think the environment feels better than Helldivers though, because it feels like a real environment in a post-apocalyptic setting.
Yeah.
You're not just randomly running into enemies all the time,
right?
But you can explore, you can be stealth, but you can also be aggressive. And then when you run into other people, the idea of, is this friendly? Are they friendly? Are they lying to be friendly so they can set us up? Like it's very good. It's a very good setting that I'm very much enjoying.
Yep.
So, let's see. Klingon Unicorn says, I got my Ripa t-shirts today. Love them. Can't wait to wear them. Let's freaking go.
So you got them delivered. Nice.
If you guys have any of that stuff, you can tag me on Twitter. I'll be retweeting you with your getting the first run in. The second run right here, this ends November 25th. So you got to go over there and check it out now. If we sell 400 of the Unit 199 Cultural Task Force, I have to admit Die Hard's a Christmas movie, which it's not. But all I'm saying is put your money where your mouth is. Okay? That's all I'm saying. If you're looking for a link, it is in the pinned post right there. So check it out. All right. So if you're just tuning in, we are currently waiting for New York Mayor-elect. What do we call him?
Islam Zohan Mamdani.
Islam Zohan Mamdani.
Yeah.
To arrive at the White House to meet President Trump. As of right now, it's being reported as a closed press event. So I don't know if we're going to see it or not. But what?
Mark Andre Roy. Islam 9/11.
Oh man,
I can't believe he's late, man. Late to meet the president. Unbelievable.
Late and gay. And gay. I just made that up. So the internet's probably going to take it and run with it, but I just made it up. So I have royalties on that now. So no one can take that away from me. No one. Zwani says Beardo is the only one that made the jump every time. That's true.
What did I do?
Jump.
Oh yeah, that's right. The jump last night.
Yeah.
Yep, I did make it every time.
Well, do you know every time I made it, I never had to grapple.
You didn't have to grab on it, yeah.
Every time, because I made the jump 3 times and I never grappled. So the time that I didn't, I just didn't press the jump button. I just walked right off, like
on purpose, or just you mistimed it.
I mistimed it.
Yeah.
I mistimed it because I was trying to hit the button right at like the last step so I could clear it all the way. But I just missed it
and
I just ran off
of it. Dude, and that drop is far, dude.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, you're falling for about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Jefe, as you say, Ehef says, did you see Nikki Haley's son come out against pretty much everything she's worked on Tucker Carlson? I did not. That's interesting. So I'm gonna still do a Cobra Cast tonight after F&T. So if there's other stuff that I haven't caught up on. So that's good. I will check that out. That's very, very good. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one. Z-Arb says, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then Iron Man 3 is too. It's just a movie set around Christmas. The film didn't even release at Christmas.
Mm-hmm. You're
not going to get an argument from me. Ashen says, they murdered Charlie F. Civility. X Santa 5 for $1. Thank you. Pre-Dawn Corpse. There you go, Beardo.
Pre-Dawn Corpse with the 5 says, Beardo. What up, Pre-Dawn Corpse? Good to see you, brother.
Will Kiffin stay or go? I think he stays. I think he is doing a really good job of working this attention that he's getting to get more money and a better situation in Ole Miss. He should stay at Ole Miss. LSU is probably the best job in the country, but it's also the most pressured job in the country. I don't think you want to go to Ole Miss or to LSU. I don't think you want to go to Florida and deal with that. Ole Miss is a perfect scenario for him. I think he's working the system. I think he stays.
I think he stays too, but I think you're right. Like he's working it a little bit to get a pay raise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Kevin Spears says, why does a president give a mayor the time of day, especially this POS Muslim? That's just a question that only Donald Trump can answer. But I mean, ultimately, I don't think that it benefits Trump to not embrace a mayor-elect in the United States of America of the biggest city in the country. I just don't. I don't think that that's good. I think that if the mayor-elect, regardless of how much we don't like him, how much whatever he represents, if he wants to meet President Trump from the mayor-elect of New York, I think on the premise alone, that's something he should take.
Well, and I think it's personal for Trump. Trump loves New York. He loves New York City. So he doesn't want to see how terrible it could get if they go full-blown socialist. You know, Trump, it's personal for him.
Right. And also it's an opportunity for Donald Trump. I mean, you know, Mamdani has said like some pretty inflammatory things about Trump. And this is an opportunity for Trump to be like, I'm the fucking boss. Mm-hmm. You ain't getting shit unless you work with me. So I think that's kind of the point too as well. Packy Protos is breaking. The House passes a resolution condemning socialism after a number of high-profile Democrats vote in support of the measure. I did see that earlier. Giggles and Bits says, Jeremy is making Beardo do this as an excuse to keep him off F&T. Clever girl, Jeremy. Elite Neo says, what the hell is Beardo doing on Cobra Cast? Isn't he supposed to be on Friday Night Tights in an hour? Vlad says, Jeremy logic. If Trump doesn't do open press, then he doesn't respect my ability to grift in this moment. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ivan says, don't bother pronouncing my last name. I don't know why YouTube is showing my full name. No, it's the @ handles. So YouTube has taken away they're doing it even on, I was looking on my phone. So when I was watching a YouTube video earlier. I don't even see subscriber counts anymore on mobile. Have you noticed that?
Ooh, let me check.
Look at that.
No,
you're on Apple, right? You have an iPhone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is on there, but on Android, you don't even see subscriber counts.
Let me pull up your live stream and see. Or hold on, I got a Jeremy Johns video. Let me see here. Just pulled up. Yeah, I see it. Jeremy Johns 2.06 million.
All right, let me show you what it looks like on my phone.
I'm clicking on your live stream right now. Yep, I'm seeing 170K on D-Day Cobra.
So look at this.
I have it.
Here's what I see.
But no, YouTube got me too. This entire time, I've still had usernames, but last night for Arc Raiders was the first time I've ever seen it on my channel. I had the @ handles.
Really?
Yep, they got me.
Okay, so here, I'm actually just going to show the whole chat so they can see it too. So this is what I see from mobile.
You text it to me?
No. I'm going to pull it up on stream. I just sent it. I sent it to myself on Twitter, so I'll show it. Twitter DMs are just awful right now. So this is what I see right here. Here, look at that. That's what I see.
Oh. Yeah, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It doesn't even show.
That's got to be an Android thing.
That's from Android right there. So now you can click on it to find the sub count, but I'm just saying, like right there, that's what I see on any videos.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Oh no! Wait, you might have to just tap on it.
Yeah, when you click more, people are like hit click more. This is what it shows me on click more. Right here. So hit click more and let it come through. This right here is click more.
There you go. Yeah, okay. Huh.
So it shows it down at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But it's just weird. But it's just used to, if you were just watching there, it would show you. But it's like, it's kind of like the comment section, how they've made the comment section a little harder to find. They're just making things different now. Even look, my handle is my screen name through there. It's not even like the headline name. It's the app name is what they're going by now. So what up, QB? Quarterback Garrett. But yeah, weird stuff. All right, back to this. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, we are currently waiting for Islam elect Mamdani New York mayor elect, not Islam. Why would I say Islam? That's really disrespectful.
Bigoted.
Yeah, really disrespectful. So, but we are waiting for him to show up to the White House. Will he show up? I don't know. Right now, he's late. He's late.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe he had to stop and get a shawarma before.
We'll see.
That was a good joke, by the way.
2,000. Well, this was more poor as how tall. $2,000. I don't know how much it really is. I don't know how much it is. But Ace says, I'm going to let you finish, but Islam has one of the best scriptures of all time, 3 millennia. And Kirk been kind of stupid, but no ill of the dead or whatever. Did I get through that okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish, but Islam has one of the best scriptures of all time, 3 millennia, and Kirk has been kind of stupid, but no ill of the dead or whatever. Well, that's a super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you for the 100.
That's not 100. It's probably like $10.
Oh, okay. It was red.
Well,
I figured it was 100 if it was red.
Yeah, but yeah, disrespect. Like, I don't know what Charlie Kirk did that was stupid. If Charlie Kirk, creating a family, living by the word of Christ, and wanting what's good for children, to be raised right and treated right, if that's a bad thing, then sign me up for bad things, because I don't think that that's considered stupid. But if you consider that stupid, you're stupid. Yeah. But I still thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, we'll take your money.
Absolutely. David Phillips says, hey, Jeremy, Yugoslavia hasn't been a country since 1992. That's public. Special ed education for you. I know. I was pretending to be retarded. Me too. I was just pretending to be retarded.
Me too.
Beardo's Fupa for a gifted membership. I don't want to know what that's about.
When was that taken?
I don't know.
When was that picture taken?
I don't want to know. What
the freak? Hold on. I need to find this. Where the fuck is that picture from?
Z-Herb says, it's okay if he kisses up to Trump. Bernie Sanders would be proud. That will show the oligarchy. Truly a person with a spine like Bernie. Wired Robot says, hail, you figs. Jeremy likes men. Beardo could lose some weight. Packy Proton says, only WDW Pro ends shows early accidentally. The Masked Marvel says, why haven't you gotten Jay a White House press pass yet? I'm sure you could use your Mossad connections or something. I mean, I'm working on it. Takes time. Okay, you can't get mad at me. It takes time. Man, this is gonna run late.
Yeah.
Beardo's gonna have to cover the Mamdani Trump thing. That's what's gonna have to happen.
Unbelievable.
He's gonna have to cover it for Covercast. Look at that.
Yeah.
Matt About Hatter says, been watching old wrestling promos. Holy shit, it's so bad now. Check out Beardo as Bro Island needs better promos. Hail the 199. Yeah, check it out, Beardo.
Okay.
Old school wrestling's the best. Southeastern Kaiju says, Beardo texted me back, which is odd because I've never texted him. Plus, I'm a dude. Taco woman Sandy Ravage says, Mamdani butt gig 2028 view something says late and gay, copyrighted by Jeremy. Little Jim Salo says you'd like the finals made by the same devs as Ark. Yeah, I played the finals. I enjoyed the finals. I played it a couple times on stream. Swanee says, buy your damn t-shirt, or let's see, buy your damn t-shirt. Just know you will probably end up with a sweatshirt too. I'm not talking from experience.
Oh,
damn.
I'm not talking from experience.
With
I don't know what that means, Swanee.
With the eyes.
Okay. Thank you, Swanee.
8 o'clock says, Trump to Mamdani, you only get your socialism allowance if you let my ICE agents in. Phil says, for Charlie. Jeremy Wormy says, who the heck is Admiral Akbar Mamdani? John says, being late is disrespectful. I don't think this is an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. He could be trying to, show a little bit of disrespect. I don't know. You'd hope not.
BN Geek says, hopefully he shows up without a suit. That would set Trump off.
Ooh.
Well, Samurai.
He was wearing a tie.
Yeah,
in the
he
picture
was.
On the plane.
Yeah, he was. Samurai says, I think Mamdani will make a move on Trump. Z Herb says, what's that Christmas movie in a small rural community? This old guy dies and his adopted son inherited his gold ring, then told by a wizard to go see some elves. It's very unheard of, so I understand if you don't know.
Harry Potter? Is that Harry Potter?
I think he's talking about Rings of Power.
Oh, yeah, that sounds more likely.
Yeah, I think it's about Rings of Power. That was that show on Amazon, right? Yeah, Rings of Power. So,
right.
Yeah. Okay, so this is crazy. Let me see if there's any updates right now on Twitter. Any updates about what's going on and why this is running late. So,
oh gosh, Tree Bear. Oh gosh.
There it is.
Gosh.
Wow.
Gosh. Islam Zohan Mamdani. Thank you, Tree Bear. Appreciate it. Fuck.
All right. Oh, wait. Hang on. He just arrived. Did we miss it? This was 20 minutes ago.
Are you hardwired?
I was live, but right here it says it. Mamdani just arrived at the White House to meet with President Trump.
Turn on the volume on the stream.
With him, maybe he's interested in scoring political points. We'll see how he behaves.
So we're told that Mamdani has arrived at the White House, and we saw.
Did he go through the fucking back door?
Steps at the
I guess so.
Executive Office building. I don't know if they were there to see Mamdani. Clearly, nobody smokes these days, so they're not having a smoke break. But
wow.
How do you think that Mamdani?
With him, maybe he's interested.
So what do you mean nobody smokes these days? Fucking Muslims love smoking cigarettes.
So he's there. And I guess they did change the headline. Trump and Mayor-elect Mamdani meeting at White House. So it didn't say to meet at. So I guess he's there. He went in through, I guess, a side entrance or something like that. So that's interesting. Trump really doesn't want to put a lot of, you know what? I wonder if Trump just doesn't want to put a lot of, attention to this because he's like, you need to earn this shit with me. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
that's not giving him the spotlight.
Yeah. Wow.
Very interesting.
It's very much not like Trump, though. Trump likes the camera to be on at all times. Trump likes to embarrass people in front of the cameras. Maybe they had to make sure he didn't have any explosives on him. Dude, what if Trump had him go through like full-on security metal detectors?
Dude, I wouldn't blame him. I would not blame him, dude.
That would be amazing.
After what's happened in the past, a year and a half?
I
after
agree.
What's happened in a short period of time?
Yeah.
I would not put it past him, dude.
That is freaking funny. I mean, Trump did downplay that this is going to be anything crazy. So, we'll see. Let me go. So I'll show this real quick while we're waiting. If I can find it. Oh, by the way, this is a different set of news, but right here. Bill and Hillary Clinton are officially facing contempt of Congress proceedings if they refuse deposition next month for their ties to Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh.
So, FAFO, boys. We'll see what happens, but that's going to be interesting. That's going to be very interesting. We'll see what happens there. Okay.
He'll get pardoned.
Dude,
could you imagine if Trump pardons Bill Clinton? Fuck.
There is no way this is a real picture what I'm about to show you.
Okay.
Chat's going to get mad. Chat's going to get really, really mad. I kind of want to grift this.
Go for it. Let's see it.
Big Mike.
Oh
no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
There's no way this is now, is it?
I don't know.
Unless she's been on that Ozempic.
Oh boy.
Yeesh.
Look at the chat. It's so amazing.
Chat, that is a biological man, okay? Let's keep this in mind. Allegedly.
There's only one thing that I can think of when I see this.
You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay?
Both of you guys?
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
Motherfucker, I will show you a sir. It's like, well, you just proved his point. Yeesh.
Oh man, nothing like proving you're a man by threatening physical assault on another man.
Yeah.
You know, like, and kicking things over in your anger-filled rage.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Do you remember when that one tranny threatened Ben Shapiro? This was
Yes.
like 2017
That was
or
a
something
long
like
time
that.
ago, yeah.
Long time ago.
Grabbed him by the back of his neck.
Grabbed him by the back of his neck. He was like, if you don't stop calling me a man, you're going to be leaving in an ambulance. And he's like, well, that's, highly aggressive for a political debate.
As much as I don't like Shapiro, he handled that
He did.
very well. He handled that very well.
Well, Ben Shapiro in 2016, 2017 is nothing like the Ben Shapiro today.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a completely different person.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so if you're tuning in, I know a lot of people are here for the Trump Mamdani meeting in the Oval Office. As of right now, it is a closed press event. We didn't even get to see Mamdani show up to the White House. So we are waiting and trying to see how this is all going to play out, but we have nothing right now. And I don't know if there's any confirmation that we're going to get anything at this point in time. I didn't even know Mamdani made it to the White House. We all expected that he was going to show up here. We were all thinking he was late, but apparently he was not late. So he showed up on time, and he is currently meeting with President Trump right now. And we're just trying to see how this all plays out. So that's where we are. So it's a closed press event as of now. It could open up. And if it does open up, Right Side Broadcasting says they're going to cut in. I have that feed pulled up. So
let me pull that up too.
Yeah, so I have
side,
Right Side Broadcasting. So they will cut in, and we will see what happens. Alan Tanasi for 20 says, here's 20 for having a co-host who knows what he's talking about. You're almost there, Jeremy. Hail Beardo.
Thank you. Shout out, man.
Alan Tanasi. Hail to you, brother.
Thank you, Alan.
Let's see here. Matt HTX says, hey, since you're hosting FNT, you could do a funny thing and bring Beardo on. I would never do that. Why would I do that?
Yeah. No reason.
Mr. Bentham says Big Mike Bulge. Oh God.
Yeesh, Kevin.
Stream Hero says he's not late, Jeremy. He just had to pray to his carpet god in the street. You know how important that is to those. Oops, can't say the next part.
God. Oh God.
Blinded by a black hole says updated pic. Jeez.
Dude, have you seen the video of like, I forget, it was a whole bunch of Muslims and they parked outside of a barbecue joint where they're selling like ribs and pulled pork and shit like that. And there's like 5 of them and they all pull out their carpets and they start praying outside of the barbecue shop in protest of them selling barbecued pork.
I haven't seen this.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Send me a link. I'll look at it though. I haven't seen. When did this happen?
I don't know when it was. It just resurfaced. It could have been a resurface. Let me see.
Okay. Let's see. Man, I really want to see this event. I want to see these two guys talking, man. I really wanted to see this. This is really disappointing. Like, I wanted to see this one more than almost any of the other interactions.
Here it is.
You sent it to me on Twitter. Okay, I'll check it out. Did you see Glenn Beck interviewed the CEO of Cracker Barrel?
No.
Yeah.
I did
Right
not
here.
see that.
Right here.
Were you surprised you weren't fired?
I feel like I've been fired by America.
I bet you.
That's
Hey.
a good answer.
Hey,
That's a good answer.
that is self-awareness.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that I haven't seen the whole interview, but there was one part in particular that he asked them about DEI, and they danced around that shit. They danced around it big time. They avoided answering the direct question about DEI. And they fell back to the bullshit kind of like, we want to be a place for everyone. Fuck off, okay? Fuck off. You want to be a place for normal people. That's what you want to be a place for. Nobody, I mean, I guess everybody can watch my show, and if they, want to come in here and spew their leftist garbage, we can roast them and I can monetize them. So by that standard, I want everyone watching. But I don't like, if I had a place of business where people came to, shop or eat food, I'd be like, I don't want pronoun fucking freaks in my restaurant. I just want you here. Don't need you here. Plus, you losers don't have money anyway. So, but do you know who has money? Willie Will has money with a proper
Let's go.
199. It says, hail Snake Pit, hail Beardo, love ya, no homo, no Diddy.
Shout out to Dill Pickle, man. Shout out.
Willie freaking Will.
Willie Will.
We might as well celebrate. I did drop the price, okay, for Sydney Sweeney. It's down to $100 for the holidays because I know people on money, but Willie Will drop the proper 199, okay? So proper 199 brings in proper Sydney Sweeney celebration.
Oh, yeah.
Like to celebrate with
yeah.
Sydney Sweeney, okay?
Could you imagine?
Man.
Maybe one day.
Probably never, but.
Yeah, no, never.
Probably never.
No.
Probably never. I respect her, though. Thank you, Willie Will. Hail to you, brother. Willie freaking Will.
Willie Will. I did send you that DM on Twitter.
Okay. I don't want to get like into anything narrative driven in case they cut, away.
Sure.
So, because do you have right side pulled up just in case they cut to it?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got everything. I got right side and Associated Press. I got them both pulled up.
So Trump's people are even making fun of the media now. Look, guys, what are you doing? He's making fun of the media that's all piled up out there. What is happening, man? All right, so are we not going to get anything? That it would be funny.
It's still short. We're 30 minutes in. They're still, screening. They're introducing, shaking hands, and kissing babies and stuff, and they're getting settled in and getting to know each other. And then they'll probably get into the weeds a little bit. It's early.
Yeah. Let's see.
He's probably gonna take him on a tour. He's like, "Have you ever been to the White House? Let me show you. Let me show you around the White House. Let me show you the wall of presidents. Let me show you Joe Biden's picture, and it's the auto pen. Like, let me show you around, man."
Here's what the press is doing right here. Okay. Here's what the press is doing right here. You ever seen this one?
Oh yeah.
Me? Just hanging around.
What are you doing?
Hmm?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
I love Beetlejuice, man. Beetlejuice is so funny. Watching all the old Howard Stern and Beetlejuice clips, I'll do that like once a month, dude. I'll go down a rabbit hole of all the Beetlejuice stuff.
I know.
He's fucking hilarious.
That's what the media's doing right now. Me? Just hanging around.
Just hanging around.
Just hanging around.
There's a lot of fucking people there for nothing because
There really is,
because
dude.
Islam didn't even he didn't even go through there, man.
I know. Dude, if Trump trolled, Trump may have trolled them with this. He may have done it. Knowing him, I saw somebody in the comments here, and they were like, "Hey, it's so disrespectful how this administration treats the media. It's so disrespectful." Like, look how many of them's out there. It's crazy. Packet Proton says, "Was that a $2,000 super chat in dongs?" I don't know what that was. I really don't.
No clue.
Mad About Hatters is a Beardo who is the Brahma Bull, the dead man, the excellence of execution. If you get one right, I'll respect you more than a hooker. The Brahma Bull, the dead man, or the excellence of execution. Can you get any of those?
So these are wrestlers.
Correct.
The dead man, is that not Undertaker?
That's a pretty easy one, and yes, you are correct.
Okay. Excellence of execution. Excellence of execution. Ah, fuck. Excellence of execution.
Don't read the chat. Don't read the chat. Don't read the chat.
I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at it.
This is Tommy's favorite
what
wrestler
era
of all time.
Oh, so Bret Hart.
Hey, good job.
Excellence of execution.
All right.
Okay, Bret Hart and Brahma Bull. I'm not looking.
Brahma Bull, you should
What
get.
era? What era?
Attitude era, current, even the current era now. He's one of the biggest names in the history of wrestling.
Brahma Bull, that's The Rock.
There you go. Good job, Beardo.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I should have known because of his tattoo.
Yeah.
That's why they called him that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He read the chat. We know chat.
I did not fucking read the chat, man. As soon as you told me Tommy's favorite wrestler, I knew it was Bret Hart. And then I started out piecing it together. Brahma Bull. Okay. I was like,
the clothing line and all that.
I was like,
shit,
The Rock. Yeah, he's got all the merch and stuff. I knew it was The Rock once I looked at the Bull thing.
So, Packy Proton says, "Are they here yet? Are they here yet? Did I miss it? Am I late, Bert? No, they'll be here any minute. Cookie Monster. Oh boy, me can hardly wait. Bert, yeah. Thank you, Packy Proton.
Thank you.
Aaron James says, I think any AI created, edited content should require a disclaimer. As AI advances, we need consequences for misleading content without disclosure. It's going to be a huge problem. It's already a problem in a lot of ways. I mean, I see shit now on Twitter, and I've talked about this before with AI. I'm on the internet every day. You're on the internet every day.
Yeah.
There's even shit that sometimes I'm like, is that AI? What about what I'm saying is we're on the internet every day. We know. What about the average person that's not on the? Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, here we go.
Is business picking up, boys?
Here we go.
Is business picking up?
We're going in. Hide the super chat
I don't know.
and bump the volume. See what
I've
they're
already.
saying.
I open up the volume. I got no feed right now. I got no feed.
Okay. No, but dude, I'm even seeing like when I'm watching football, like not Red Zone, but like Sunday Night Football or something. Like there's commercials that are all AI, but they put a warning. It'll say in the very bottom, it'll say this commercial's powered by AI. And it's weird, man.
All right, so we got nothing. They're just moving the press, it looks like. So, man, I was getting excited there for a minute. I've got it on right side. Oh, we got audio, boys.
He's at the desk. Facing, he'll be at the desk. Yep.
What's that?
Yes.
Are they across from each other? How are they?
I don't know. There's people.
He's at the desk. Well, are they near each other? I don't know. Okay, what do you know, lady? Mr. Bentham with the 2 says, "Is Kata filming this?" I don't think he has press access. He's not that important. Oh,
fuck. Okay.
Okay. All right. Quiet, piggy. All right, we're on the move. Looks like we're going in, Jeremy. Look at
Oh
this.
shit!
We're going in. There we go. Hey, Trump and JD.
Here we go.
Oh, sorry, that's not JD. Fuck. I'm an idiot. That's Islam. Islam Mamdani. That's a nice close-up of Trump's neck there.
Well, thank you very much. We've just had a great meeting, a really good, very productive meeting. We have one thing in common. We want this city of ours that we love to do
We only
very
have
well.
one thing in common.
And I wanted to congratulate the mayor. He really ran an incredible race against, a lot of smart people, starting with the early primaries against some very tough people, very smart people. And he beat them easily. And I congratulated him. And we talked about some things in very strong common, like housing and getting housing built, and food and prices, and the price of oil is coming way down. That anything I do is going to be good for New York. If I can get prices down, it's good for New York, and we've got them down, way down from last year. We have, as you know, I've been saying to a lot of people, Walmart said that Thanksgiving this year is exactly 25% less than last year. So that's good for New York, good for everybody. But I just want to congratulate. I think you're going to have hopefully a really great mayor. The better he does, the happier I am, I will say. There's no difference in party. There's no difference in anything. And we're going to be helping him to make everybody's dream come true, having a strong and very safe New York. And congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Please.
I appreciated the meeting with the president, and as he said, it was a productive meeting focused on a place of shared admiration and love, which is New York City, and the need to deliver affordability to New Yorkers, the 8.5 million people who call our city their home, who are struggling to afford life in the most expensive city in the United States of America. We spoke about rent, we spoke about groceries, we spoke about utilities, we spoke about the different ways in which people are being pushed out, and I appreciated the time with the president. I appreciated the conversation. I look forward to working together to deliver that affordability for New Yorkers.
Thank you very much. Any questions, please?
President Trump, Stephen Nelson from the New York Post. I got a question for you and then also one for Mayor-elect.
Sure.
For you, you referred to Mr. Mamdani as a communist. Can you describe why you feel that way? And also, will you do anything to stop him from arresting Prime Minister Netanyahu?
I wish we could hear the questions a little bit better.
Well, we didn't discuss your second part of the question. And on your first part, I mean, he's got views that are a little out there, but who knows? I mean, we're going to see what works, or he's going to change also. We all change. I changed a lot. From when I first came to office. It's now quite a while ago. It's quite a while. My first term was great. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. We're doing even better now. We're doing much better now than we did even the first term. And I can tell you some of my views have changed. And we had discussions on some things. I'm not going to discuss what they were, but that I feel very confident that he can do a very good job. I think he is going to surprise some conservative people, actually. And some very liberal people, he won't surprise them because they already like him.
And Mr. Mamdani, it sounds like you had a productive discussion, but just days ago, you referred to President Trump as a despot who betrayed the country. You said you would be his worst nightmare and accused him of having a fascist agenda. Are you planning to retract any of these remarks in order to improve your relationship?
I think both President Trump and I, we are very clear about our positions and our views. And what I really appreciate about the president is that the meeting that we had focused not on places of disagreement, which there are many, and also focused on the shared purpose that we have in serving New Yorkers. And frankly, that is something that could transform the lives of the 8.5 million people who are currently struggling under a cost of living crisis, with 1 in 4 living in poverty. And the meeting came back again and again to what it could look like to lift those New Yorkers out of struggle and start to deliver them a city that they could do more than just struggle to afford it, but actually start to live in it.
And I've been called much worse than a despot, so it's not that insulting. maybe, I think he'll change his mind after we get to working together. Yes, please.
Mr. President, from MTV Lebanon.
Good.
I would like to ask you a question about the Middle East regarding
Sure.
you did said that Hezbollah in Lebanon is not in a good position. And Lebanon now is the final unresolved after Gaza and Syria. Given your assessment, like what you say for the Lebanese today, it's the independent state in Lebanon. And what is your next move to push toward disarmament?
Sure. Well, we are pushing for total disarmament of Hamas and frankly, everybody else. And we actually have peace in the Middle East. As you know, the King of Saudi Arabia just left yesterday. We had some great meetings, and he's made a contribution toward the United States of more than $1 trillion. We have now over $20 trillion coming in. No country has ever had anything like that, not even close. If you go to 2 trillion or 1 trillion, it's a lot. We have 20 or 21 trillion dollars. I think that Hezbollah has been a problem in Lebanon, big problem. We're working with Lebanon. We're working with everybody in the Middle East. That's another thing I think we have in common. We want to see peace in the Middle East. And we actually have now, for the first time, peace in the Middle East after 3,000 years. And now we're going to refine it. And I think you're going to see some very positive things happen.
There is a potential to invite the Lebanese president.
Oh, sure. Oh, I would do that. Absolutely. And if the mayor would like to be here for that meeting, because I know he feels very strongly. I think you feel very, very strongly about peace in the Middle East.
We desperately want it. And that's something that I shared with the president, that when I spoke to New Yorkers who had voted for the president last November on Hillside Avenue and Fordham Road, I asked them why. I heard again and again two major reasons. One was that they wanted an end to forever wars. They wanted an end to the taxpayer dollars we had funding violations of human rights, and they wanted to address the cost of living crisis. And I appreciated the chance to discuss both of those things.
You said a lot of my voters actually voted for him, and I'm okay with that. I'll do that. I'll sign it. Give it to me. I'll sign it in a minute. That's pretty good.
Mr. President,
yeah, please.
you threatened to send federal troops to New York City. You both have differences when it comes to ICE agents in New York City. Mr. Mamdani, you called ICE a rogue government entity. I wonder how you reconcile your differences on both of those issues.
Well, I think we're going to work them out. And I think that if we have known murderers and known drug dealers and some very bad people, you know, we want to get them out. And the mayor wants to have peace. We've discussed this at great length, actually, maybe more than anything else. He wants to have a safe New York. Ultimately, a safe New York is going to be a great New York. If it's not safe, no matter how well we do with pricing and with anything else, we can talk about anything you want. If you don't have safe streets, it's not going to be a success. So we're going to work together. We're going to make sure that if there are horrible people there, we want to get them out. I think he wants to get them out maybe more than I do. So we'll work together. We discussed it at great length. Yes, please.
Yeah, two questions, if I may. One for you, Mr. President, from BBC in a second. But first of all, for the mayor-elect, you're both from different parts of the political spectrum. You're both populists, though. I just wonder to what extent the president's campaign style, his techniques, his social media use inspired any part of your campaign.
Well, I actually told the president that, you know, so much of the focus of our campaign has been on the cost of living crisis. And when we asked those New Yorkers.
Oh, what happened, Jeremy? Okay, chat. I got it. I don't know what happened to Jeremy's feed, but I got it. I don't know if Jeremy's internet crashed or what.
They're looking to lecture to New York what they should care about as opposed to listen. And when we spoke to those voters who voted for President Trump, we heard them speak about.
Yeah, that was my bad. I hit the wrong button.
We focused on that same living, and that's where I am really looking forward to delivering for New Yorkers in partnership with the president on the affordability agenda.
And I think we have to work a little bit. We talked about Con Edison. We have to work a little bit on getting the prices because, you know, we've gotten fuel prices way down, but it hasn't shown up in Con Edison. And we're going to have to talk to them. You know, if we're sending them fuel at a much lower price than it was a year ago, which is true, we have to get Con Edison to start lowering their rates.
Absolutely.
And if I may, last week you told me you were pushing ahead with your plans to sue BBC for up to $5 billion. You're going to speak to Prime Minister Starmer as well. Is there any progress or any updates on those issues?
Well, we get along very well with the Prime Minister. We made a deal.
Thousands
with
of super chats. Hit the right
UK.
button.
I like him. He's
That's
a
true.
fine person. And
But
you know,
I did
think
see
they
you
have some big
talking mad
energy
shit about me in
problems.
somebody's
They've got
chat the other day.
windmills all
Somebody
over
sent me
place.
the
They're gonna have to
screenshot
start
of it,
using
ladies man. So
other methods.
you should talk the
Their
shit about
energy
me
is
in my
out of
chat,
control.
not other people's chat.
Talking about in the UK.
So
It's
just
out
a
of
recommendation.
control. And he's got that problem. He's got a big immigration problem, as you know, and he's got a big energy problem. And we talk about it. He's a good man. Prime Minister's a good man.
You have a chance to speak this week.
I haven't spoken this week.
Mr. President, have you spoken to President Zelensky, or do you intend to meet
Who?
with President Zelensky about your plan? Are you meet with him?
I've spoken with their people. We have a plan. It's horrible what's happening. It's a war that should have never happened. It would have never happened if I was president, and it's a shame. And I thought they should have acted quicker. But it's a cold winter, and a lot of the you talk about utilities, but a lot of the big energy producing plants have been under attack, to put it mildly, to put it nicely. Yeah, we have a way of getting peace, or we think we have a way of getting peace. He's going to have to approve it. Just so sad. So many people. You know, last month they lost 25,000 soldiers. This is something we haven't seen anything like this since the Second World War. And they're averaging 6,000 or 7,000 a week between the two of them, dead soldiers. And it goes on and on. And I think they're getting reasonably close, but I don't want to predict. I would have said that would have been one of my early ones. I did 8 peace deals of countries, including in India, Pakistan. You could even go, in fact, they're coming here in a week or two, go to the Congo and Rwanda. That was 10 million people dead. And we worked something out on that, but so many. And the one I thought would have been, for me, because I have a very good relationship with President Putin, I thought that would have been maybe quicker, but it does take 2 to tango. And now you just see all the death. And, you know, it doesn't affect us other than the fact that we don't want to see all those people that really it's on the other side of the ocean. It's a war that should have never happened. It did happen. I blame the person also sitting right behind this desk. This is a war that should have never happened, and it wouldn't have happened if I were president. But we're trying to save a lot of lives. They're losing 25. Think of that, 25,000 lives over the last short period of time. That's Ukrainian and Russian, and it's a shame.
What happens to President? I want to ask the mayor-elect about a House resolution just passed overwhelmingly to condemn socialism, including with 86 Democrats, all of House Dem leadership, and the minority leader, Hakeem Jeffries, despite his endorsement of you. What's your reaction to that?
I have to be honest with you, I focused very little on resolutions. Frankly, I've been focusing.
Condemn socialism.
I understand. I think the focus is on the work at hand. I can tell you I am someone who is a democratic socialist. I've been very open about that. And I know there may be differences about ideology, but the place of agreement is the work that needs to be done to make New York City affordable. That's what I look forward to.
And I want to clarify your answer to Stephen Nelson. He asked about your comment calling the president a fascist. And your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views.
He is very good with the press. Zohan is a slick. He is a used car salesman.
You can just say yes. Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
Ask you also about this Ukraine plan.
Yeah.
President Zelensky said today that his country would risk either giving up a partner or giving up its dignity. There's been criticism that this deal.
You mean he doesn't like it?
It's unclear. He was sort of
Well,
pretending.
he'll have to like it, and if he doesn't like it, then they should just keep fighting, I guess.
The suggestion he made, though, was that if he doesn't accept it, that the U.S. would pull back its support for Ukraine. Is that
Well, at some
accurate?
point he's going to have to accept something. He hasn't accepted. You remember right in the Oval Office not so long ago, I said, "You don't have the cards." Don't forget, I inherited this war. This war never would have happened. I inherited this war. And I thought he should have made a deal a year ago, 2 years ago. The ultimate deal would have been if it never started. That would have been the good deal. That could have been done too if you had the right president, but you didn't have the right president.
Mr. President, cost of living is something that you and Mr. Mamdani
I'll be right back.
seem to agree on.
Right.
Democrats have run New York City for a long time, Mr. Mamdani. Do you see Democrat policy specifically as being a problem? And I'd like that to be a question that both of you can answer in your city.
Look, I think that there are many things in our city where we have to own the responsibility of it, things that existed long before the president was the president. And those are also part of the message of our campaign, was to take on a broken politics of the past. And I ran against a number of candidates who represented different versions of that past. And what we found time and again is that working people were left behind in the politics of our city. And what we're looking to do is put those people right back at the heart of our politics, so that we don't have a situation where we're in the wealthiest city in the history of the world, and yet 1 in 5 can't even afford $2.90 for a Metro card.
You know, we had some interesting conversation, and some of his ideas really are the same ideas that I have. But a big thing on cost, you know, the new word is affordability. Another word is just groceries. You know, it's sort of an old-fashioned word, but it's very accurate. And they're coming down high. They were, you know, we had, both of us, we had the highest inflation in the history of our country the last 4 years under the Biden administration. And we've got inflation down now to a normal number. It's going to go even a little bit lower than that. Katie, do you have something in it?
Mr. President, thank you so much. Mr. Mamdani often talks about New York City being covered by international law, that they will follow international law. Doesn't often talk about the U.S. Constitution. What is your response to that?
Well, I don't know what you're referring to in terms of it could be covered by international law, local law. It's covered by a lot of laws, but it's covered by U.S. law. Are you referring to anything in particular?
You just said that they're a city that endorses and enforces international.
Thank you, Lapco.
Is that at odds with?
No, I don't know. Would you want to?
Thank you.
Do you want to respond?
Yeah, I think what I've shared with the president is our desire to not only follow the laws of our own city, laws that protect New Yorkers, but also a desire for consistency in our politics across the board. And that's something that we've talked about, and something that I know many New Yorkers want. We discussed ICE and New York City, and I spoke about how the laws that we have in New York City allow for New York City government to speak to the federal administration for about 170 serious crimes. The concerns that many New Yorkers have are around the enforcement of immigration laws on New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs, and most recently we're talking about a mother and her 2 children, how this has very little to do with what that is.
What we did is we discussed crime. More than ICE per se, we discuss crime, and he doesn't want to see crime, and I don't want to see crime, and I have very little doubt that we're not going to get along on that issue. He wants to, and he said some things that were very interesting as to housing construction, and he wants to see houses go up. He wants to see a lot of houses created, a lot of apartments built, etc. And you know, we actually people would be shocked, but I want to see the same thing.
Mr. Mamdani, anti-Israel protesters.
Jack?
Mr. President, I want to know, one of the policies as well that Mayor-elect Mamdani talked a number of times about on the campaign was shifting the tax burden for property taxes from what he called minority communities to white-based communities, and putting more taxes on white people. I also noticed that in your acceptance speech, you didn't mention anything about America or Christians or white people in general. And so I didn't know if that was one of the policies that you guys had spoken about.
We focused on affordability. We focused on the cost of living crisis. What I will say is that I am very much interested in property tax reform, because what we see right now in New York City is a system that is so inequitable that it can't even stand up in court. And the president and I spoke about the importance of not only building more housing, but also making sure that regulation of housing is something that is manageable to actually get through, and not the cause of yet another weight that we see in our
But to
city.
be clear, you're continuing this idea of race-based property taxes.
No, to be very clear,
That's what you said.
no, the use of the term was a description of neighborhoods, not a description of intent.
So you intend to tax the whiter neighborhoods more?
No, we intend to create a fair property tax
This
system.
guy's a good
This is one
talker,
in New
man.
York City that
He's
is not only fair and
bouncing
equitable,
around a lot of
but also
bullshit.
one that every New Yorker can afford.
That was Jack Posobiec grilling him.
Yeah.
Please, God.
Mr. Mamdani, anti-Israel protesters just targeted a synagogue in New York. Are you concerned about Jewish New Yorkers feeling welcome and safe in the city? And President Trump, you threatened to cut off federal funding to New York City. What policies would prompt you to do that? Would that be city-run grocery stores? Would it be something else?
Well, I think if we didn't get along, whether it's cut off or just make it a little bit difficult or not give as much, we want to see, I use the term, we don't want good money going after bad. And, we don't want that to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I did say that, subject to what policies are being set. we had a meeting today that actually surprised me. He wants to see no crime. He wants to see housing being built. He wants to see rents coming down, all things that I agree with. Now, we may disagree how we get there. The rent coming down, I think one of the things I really gleaned very much today, he'd like to see him come down ideally by building a lot of additional housing.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate way. He agrees with that, and so do I. But if I read the newspapers and the stories, I don't hear that. But I heard him say it today, and I think that's a very positive step. No, I don't expect. I expect to be helping him, not hurting him. A big help, because I want New York City to be great. Look, I love New York City. It's where I come from. I spent a lot of years there. Now I'm right here. We took a big setback with the mayor that we had, Dave de Blasio. I thought it was
Dave de Blasio.
tremendous setback for the city. I think this mayor can do some things that are going to be really great.
Mr. President, Mr. President.
Okay, how about you? Go ahead, please.
You're a billionaire. You have a different address nowadays than you used to, but you used to call New York City home. Would you feel comfortable living in New York City under a Mamdani administration?
Yeah, I would. I really would, especially after the meeting. Absolutely.
What makes you comfortable?
We agree on a lot more than I would have thought. I think I want him to do a great job, and we'll help him do a great job. You know, he may have different views, but in many ways, you know, we were discussing when Bernie Sanders was out of the race, I picked up a lot of his votes, and people had no idea, because he was strong on not getting ripped off in trade and lots of the things that I've practiced and been very successful on. Tariffs, a lot of things. Bernie Sanders and I agreed on much more than people thought. And when he was put out of the race, I think quite unfairly, if you want to know the truth, many of the Bernie Sanders voters voted for me. And I felt very comfortable, frankly, in seeing that and saying that. And, you know, it just turned out to be a statistical truth. But no, I feel very comfortable. I would feel very, very comfortable being in New York, and I think much more so after the meeting. Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a question for you, but a very quick one for
Please.
the mayor. Why did you fly here? Aren't trains greener?
I'll use every form of
That's a
transit, and I
funny
want to make
question.
sure that they're all affordable in New York City, and that's why making buses fast and free is a centerpiece of our campaign.
Did
There is
you?
a bus that
Well,
goes.
but I know, but if he flew, that's a lot quicker.
That's a funny question.
You know, I mean, he's working very hard. For him to be, that's a very long drive. I'll stick up for you. You know, the plane takes you 30 minutes and driving takes you a
And
long
Mr. President, I was wondering if you could clear up some confusion around the Washington Post report. There was this explosive report that the Coast Guard is no longer going to characterize swastikas and nooses as hate symbols. DHS called that a lie and fake news. Can you clear up?
I don't know anything about it. When was this written?
I think yesterday.
Well, look, the Coast Guard's an incredible group of people. I know them very well. We just ordered a lot of new Coast Guard cutters, beautiful, the most magnificent ship. They look like yachts with lots of guns on them. So I don't know. I haven't seen any report like that, but certainly we want them to remain a great force, and they are.
Mr. President, and you did a piece in all the 9 months around the world. I would like to ask Mr. Mamdani, you've accused the U.S. government of committing genocide in Gaza while President Trump was working on peace. Why that?
I've spoken about the Israeli government committing genocide, and I've spoken about our government funding it. And I shared with the president in our meeting about the concern that many New Yorkers have of wanting their tax dollars to go towards the benefit of New Yorkers and their ability to afford basic dignity. And what we see right now is we're in the 9th consecutive year of more than 100,000 school children being homeless in our city. And there's a desperate need not only for the following of human rights, but also the following through on the promises we've made New Yorkers. And I appreciated the meeting we had and the work that we can do.
Do you agree that President Trump didn't do a peace and work hard to make the peace? Because he worked hard to do the peace in the Middle East and everywhere. Do you agree with that?
I appreciate all efforts towards peace, and I shared with President Trump that when I spoke to Trump voters on Hillside Avenue, including one of whom was a pharmacist that spoke
All right,
about
Beardo,
how
I'm gonna let you
President
close
Trump's
this
father
out,
actually
okay?
went to that pharmacy
Okay,
not too
all
far
right,
from
sounds
the
good, man.
States.
I have the
People were
feed pulled up,
tired
so you
of
can
seeing our
close
tax
it.
dollars
All right,
fund
so,
endless wars, and I also
mine.
believe that
Put mine up.
we have to follow
Okay.
through
Do
on
1, 2, 3.
Shit.
where we're speaking of.
Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, man, good luck.
Mayor-elect is the true leader of the Democrat Party.
Want to hear the last few seconds? Let the intro get through.
Just don't end the stream.
Well, look,
No, I'm not going to end the
I
stream.
hope they have great leaders. This is a man that right now I think is focused on New York City. I really think he has a chance to do a great job. We're going to help him, but I really think he has a chance to do a great job. But I'll let you answer that. You consider yourself the leader of the Democrats. I think it's more appropriate for him.
I consider myself the next mayor of New York City, and I keep my horizons firmly on New York City. And I appreciate the meeting with the president, which focused again on the 5 boroughs and whether New Yorkers could afford to live there.
By the way, being the mayor of New York City is a big deal.
Absolutely.
I always said, you know, one of the things I would have loved to be someday is the mayor of New York City. Being the mayor of New York, and especially now, because I think you're at really a turning point, one way or the other. It could go great, or it can go in a different direction. And I think you really have a chance to make it great. I appreciate what you're saying.
Mr. President, you say you love New York City. Mr. Mamdani, does New York City love President Trump?
New York City loves a future that is affordable, and I can tell you that there were more
Whoa.
New Yorkers who voted for President Trump in
I don't
the
like
most
that.
recent presidential election because of that focus on cost of living.
I
and I'm
do
looking
not
forward
like
to
that
working
at
together
all.
to deliver on that affordability agenda.
I got a lot of votes. One more. Go ahead.
I got a
One
lot
or
of
two more. Go
votes.
ahead.
He had to squeeze that one in there.
I tell you,
Got a
the
lot of
press
votes.
has eaten this thing up. You know, I've had a lot of meetings with the heads of major countries. Nobody cared. This meeting that you people have gone crazy. You know, outside you have hundreds of people waiting. This is just a small little group. For some reason, the press has found this to be a very interesting meeting. The biggest people in the world, they come over from countries nobody cares. But they did care about this meeting, and it was a great meeting. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. President, I was going to ask you exactly that. Why do you think there's so much more, so much excitement around this thing in some form?
Because I think he's different. All right, I think he's different, and that can be in a very positive way. But I think he's different than, you know, your typical guy runs, wins, becomes mayor maybe, and nothing exciting. Because he has a chance to really do something great for New York. New York is at a very critical point, and he does need the help of the federal government to really succeed. And we're going to be helping him, but he's different than, you know, your average candidate. He came out of nowhere. I said he has a great campaign manager standing over there. He came out of nowhere. Would you start off at 1 or 2, and then I watched. I said, "Who is this guy?" He was at 1, then he was at 3, then he was at 5, then he was at 9, then he went up to 17. I said, "Let's get a little bit interesting, right?" And then all of a sudden he wins a primary that nobody expected he was going to win. It's a great tribute. I mean, it's an amazing thing that he did.
And I'll just add one thing to what the president said. Is one thing I also appreciated is in our meeting to appreciate a portrait of FDR and the incredible work that was done with the New Deal, and also in thinking about what it can look like when the federal government and New York City government work together to deliver on affordability. It can be transformative.
You know, we have a great portrait of FDR that I found in the vaults that was missing for years. I found it and I put it up. He's a Democrat, to the best of my knowledge. He's a Democrat. And when the mayor saw that portrait, he said, "Sir, do you mind if I have a picture taken by that portrait?" It's an amazing portrait. I hope the picture comes out good. But it's an amazing portrait in the cabinet room. So he's a big fan of the New Deal, I guess, and of FDR. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. President. You said that you both spoke about crime.
Yeah.
There are many police officers set to come off the rolls at the end of this year in New York City. Are you going to allow those police to be replaced with police officers, actual cops? And are you going to require that that happens? Would there be some consequences?
Well, I hope it happens, but again, that's going to be ultimately the mayor's decision.
What's your answer?
Is that I look forward to delivering public safety with the NYPD, and I've said over the course of our campaign that we have the number of police officers today. They are the ones that's budgeted about 35,000 headcount. And I think the key thing is that we have to make it easier for police to focus on police work, not ask them to respond to 200,000 mental health calls a year.
So is that a reduction from what you're at right now? Are you committing to maintaining the same level of cops?
I've committed over the course of the campaign to maintain the 35,000. That's the headcount that we had through the campaign.
And not replace them with caseworkers, social workers?
No, I've said that's the headcount that we want. What we need to do is make sure they can focus on serious crime.
And he just retained
That's
a great
good
police
question.
commissioner, I believe, right?
Yes,
If
yes,
the-
we did. Commissioner
if
Fish.
If the newspapers are correct.
That
He
one
just-
they're correct about.
He retained, I think, somebody that is she's a good friend of some of the people in my family, of Ivanka, and they say she's really good, really competent. And he just retained her, so that's a good sign.
Are there still topics that you see the two disagreeing on in the future, and do you think you'll have more meetings like this?
There will be topics that we disagree on. I think we'll probably come to a conclusion, and ultimately, he'll convince me, or I'll convince him. It's for the good of New York. Ultimately, it's for the good of New York. I don't care about affiliations or parties or anything else. I want to see if this city could be unbelievable. If he could be a spectacular success, I'd be very happy.
Do you think you guys will meet more in the future too?
Excuse me?
Do you think you'll meet again in the future? Throughout the administration?
I think we will. Yeah. I think we will. I hope we do. I enjoyed the meeting. We had a great meeting. Please.
Mr. President, Republican Elise Stefanik has campaigned multiple times by calling Zohran Mamdani a jihadist. Do you think you're standing next to a jihadist right now in the Oval Office?
No, I don't. But she's out there campaigning, and you say things sometimes in a campaign. She's a very capable person. But you really have to ask her about that. But I don't think it. I think I met with a very.
She's running for
I met with
governor
a
of New
man
York.
who's a very rational person.
He's a Republican.
I met with a man who really wants to see New York be great again. And I can say again, because New York was great. When I came down to Washington initially, the city was so hot. It was doing great. We were having some telltale signs of problems. We had a mayor that was not doing a great job, but still, it was moving along, and it went bad. It really went, pretty bad. And I think it's been at lower points, but it went pretty bad. I think he can bring it back. Now, the question is, will he bring it back all the way? Will he bring it back greater than ever before, which is, I guarantee, that's his wish. I think he wants to make it greater than ever before. And if he can, we'll be out there cheering. I'll be cheering for him. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
There it is. All right, mute it.
Thank you very much.
All right, so I got to go to FNT. Beardo's going to close the show. I just got to say, I see a lot of people crying in the fucking comment section. All of you motherfuckers are retarded, okay? Donald Trump knew that the press wanted blood today. He knew he had an enemy walking into his house today. Trump just flipped the fucking script on the media and Mamdani. Mamdani went in there to kiss Trump's ass, 1,000%. Trump has responded with more kindness. Now Mamdani don't know what the fuck to do, and neither does the press. You motherfuckers have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Jesus, people are stupid. With that said, whatever Beardo thinks, Beardo can give his opinions.
Yeah, I got to be careful. I think I did not feel comfortable. I did not like how buddy they were. But like you said, This is what Trump wanted. This is what
the
Trump
greatest
wanted.
negotiator in history. Trump knows what he's
understand.
doing.
Yeah. No, and hopefully, hopefully we can trust that. Just that one comment about Mamdani saying when he was asked, do the citizens of New York City like Donald Trump? And he's like, well, the citizens of New York City like, free shit or whatever he said. And he bounced around. He's like,
100%.
And I was like, ooh, I did not like that.
But then you saw Trump.
And then Trump was like, I got a lot of votes.
Got a lot of votes. Like you can see Trump wanting to, but Trump knew the press wanted blood and he killed them with kindness. And now they're all twisted up. This is what he does, man.
Yeah.
Like, listen, what Trump does also notice is regardless, Mamdani has tapped into something that's happening and he recognizes that and he's paying attention to that because he appreciates when somebody blazes a trail and creates something. Doesn't mean he appreciates Mamdani or what he stands for, but he's like, we got to pay attention to stuff like that. So anyway, I'll let you close it out. Thank you, chat. Beardo's going to do a gaming stream after this. You guys go hang out with him. I'm on a Friday night tight. So are you still doing it?
Probably not.
Probably
not
fuck
anymore.
Me then. Okay.
But it's
well,
all
then,
good. It's all
okay.
good.
Well, I'll set it up to raid Friday night tights then, but go support Fear the Beardo. He canceled a gaming stream today to come do this. So you guys show him some love. So thanks, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yep.
So
I got you, man.
okay, guys. Make sure I don't end this fucking stream. All right. I'll see you later. And there's 50 super chats left. Okay.
I got
okay.
it.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, later.
Bye.
Leave already. There he goes. All right, boys. You guys are stuck with me. Personally, I don't know how I feel about how that meeting went. I'm hoping that behind closed doors, before the press went in there, that Trump was a little bit more stern with Mamdani there. I hope that Trump push back on some of the socialist views that Mamdani has. But ultimately, it's out of Trump's hands. Mamdani is he's the mayor-elect. So we're going to see what happens to New York in the next couple of years coming up. But I didn't necessarily like that at all. But I guess you just got to hope. You just got to hope that Trump knows what he's doing, and that Trump, behind closed doors, was very stern with Mamdani, and that the meeting ended well, and that Mamdani's eyes were kind of opened up and stuff. And but the guy's a smooth talker, man. He's a smooth talker. We've seen that with Obama, with a lot of these Democrat, liberals. They're smooth. Some of them are really smooth with how they talk, and then when it comes to policy, we don't necessarily agree with it. But you just gotta hope, man. You just gotta hope that Trump was stern with him, and Mamdani, his eyes are opened up and realizes, fuck, if I want to work with this president, be on good terms with Trump, then we're gonna have to walk back some of these socialist views, because we are a republic here in America, and you can't have socialism, because socialism is like a fucking virus, man. It's like a cancer. It just fucking grows, and you got to cut it out at the source to kill it. So we'll see. But very interesting press conference meeting with those guys. And there was a few good questions. There was a lot of stupid questions from the press, but there was some good questions as well. But we'll see. We will see. Time will tell. But all right, boys, let's go ahead and finish off and read some of these super chats here, and then we will send you guys on your way over to FNT. Dark Schwartz Rising with a 10-month recommitment says, how about a tale of the tape before these Oval Office bouts start? Thank you for the 10 months. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure with a 12 month says, New York is cooked. They really elected an Islamic communist as mayor? This is liberal, man. It's the fucking liberals. The liberals, they'll vote for anything just to spite Trump. It's TDS, man. It's TDS. It's McDoubles with the 4 months says, hope you guys are doing good. Thank you for the 4 months. It's McDoubles. Tristan with a 4 months says, Muslims already started caliphate in a Dearborn and Texas and New York. Our next Nuxtaku and Kirsha reporting. Now Islam, no peace. No Islam, no peace. Thank you for the 4 months, Tristan. VJ the Vigilant with the 16 months as well. Most of your positive comments you get are just us calling you a fig. That's towards Jeremy. Thank you, VJ the Vigilant. Lincoln Kenobi with the 32 months says, what's up, guys? Hope your back is feeling better, Jeremy. Anyways, putting up my Christmas lights. I'm going to buy Arc Raiders and try it out. Anyways, good luck on F&T. Beardo, don't fuck this up. Thank you, Linko, for the 32 months. Appreciate it. Mad About Hatter became a new channel member or recommitted. Thank you for the recommitment, Mad About Hatter. Gearmaster with the $5 says, get that off the screen. Talking about Big Mike. Z Herb with a 5 says, who's worse, Mamdani or Newsom? Ooh. We'll have to see. Mamdani's not in office yet, so we'll have to see. Newsom's fucking terrible. Newsom's terrible. I lived in a California under Gavin Newsom. And you see a lot of people are leaving. Ryan left. I left. Gary left. There's a lot of people who left California because, and we love the state. California is a beautiful state. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of fun. It's beautiful. But the politics ruined it. And that's why a lot of people are leaving in mass exodus, leaving California. So, yeah, he ruined it. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell for Mamdani in New York. That tactician musician with a $2. Just trucking and chatting. What could go wrong? Drive safe, brother. Please drive safe. Please drive safe. Thank you for the 2. Eric John, pizza artist with a 199 says, it's Mamdani. It's Mam. What up, Eric John? Good to see you, brother. Packing protons with a $5. Investigative updates needed. What happened to damn lady? What happened to no lady? What happened to it's ma'am dude? We got to find out, man. We got to find out. Jason's Osborne. Jason Osborne? Oh, fuck. Jason Osborne. That's an interesting way to spell Jason. Jason Osborne. I'm a fucking retard. Brother, all of our numbers are Arabic numbers. Thank the Lord, the dough is being wiped out. DOE is being wiped out. Hail Beardo. Thank you for the 2 months. Jason Osborne. Madney with the $5. Would Jeremy rather live in a black or Muslim neighborhood? Great question. Marty Omuan with a $5 says, Willie deserves 2 Sweeneys. Don't cheat Willie. Okay. I have it right here. How about this?
I'm so happy you love the first drop of my collection of Frankie's bikinis. We have more dreamy pieces coming our way, so tap to sign up for early access so you can get more information.
There you go. There you go. Shout out to Willie Will. Thank you for the $5, Marty. NDI with the 2 says, what is this about Trump and Dami Mommy? Well, we just found out. We just found out. They had a meeting today. Predon Corp with the 5 says, Colonel Sanders, Glenn Beck interviews Julie Feltz, Massino, KFC, and Cracker Barrel. What a timeline is this? Thank you for the $5. Munchie Ninja with a 23 months. Beardo's favorite wrestler is Gold Dust. He was a good one. Matt About Hatter with a $10 says, Beardo right tax. Thank you for the 10. Daniel Whiteley with a $2 says, wrestling is for figs. It's terrible right now. It's terrible. Packing Protons with the 2 says, camera ass shots. Thank you for the 2. Mr. Bentham with a $2 says, Kata filming this. Thank you. Mr. E with a $10. You know, it took Mamdani 30 minutes at least to get through security checking him for bombs. Meeting just started. Thank you for the 10, Mr. E. Hector with the 199 says, makes sense to give him a grand welcome, actually. Yeah. Trump showed him around for sure. Gave him the whole tour of the White House. Steve with a $5. I don't like Trump platforming migrants like Zohan. He should be deported. His commie parents should have never been allowed in, nor to teach. Thank you for the $5, Steve. Z Herb with a 5 says, breaking live action Ganondorf actor confirmed Michelle Obama will be the titular antagonist due to her masculine looks. Minimal effects is needed. Hey, congratulations to Michelle Obama for playing Ganondorf. Q Balls Reef with a $5 says, the royal cack is clean. Thank you for the 5. MAGA crack a mic with a $2 says, people with TDS left and right most hurt by this. Thank you with the $2. Gremlin with a $10 says, any respect to the woke tards had for him went out the window with that handshake with Trump. I don't think it's a big deal. I think people who voted for Mamdani, I don't think this is going to change a thing. They just want free shit. They voted for this. They voted for the socialism. So we'll have to wait and see. Darth Gavel with the $2 says the Quran instructs you to lie to infidels. I've never read the Quran, but I would not be surprised. I don't know. You would know. You would know, Darth Gavel. Thank you for the $2. ACC with a $20 says Trump knows what he's doing. Relax, boys. Relax. We can only hope. We can only hope. MAGA Crack a Mike with a $5 says Trump literally makes deals with terrorists. He'll make deals with anyone. Calm down, people. Thank you for the 5. Q Balls Reef with a $10 says Dis Durka is taking layout notes to send back to the motherland. Thank you for the $10. Too tired with an 11 months. We have $3 gas. It never got close to $2. Gas keeps going down, but my state hasn't seen price drops at all. And what about housing for North Carolina, for the NC Mountains? Housing for the NC Mountains? What's NC? What's NC? What do you mean by NC? Housing for the NC Mountains. Thank you for the 11 months. Let me know what NC is. I don't know. Z Herb with a 5 says, at the end of the day, Mamdani will be mayor. If you can work with him, why not try? Fighting every step of the way won't help. Yeah. And I think North Carolina. Okay, North Carolina. That's what I figured it was. No, I figured it was. You guys heard me say North Carolina first. I just wasn't sure if it meant something else. Thank you, Z Herb, for the 5. We can only hope, man. Matt About Hatter with the 5 says, Beardo, which wrestler used to be called? Oh, we got this one. Thank you, Matt About Hatter, for the 5. Swanee with a 20 says, another proud super chat to hit the wrong button. Thank you, Swanee, for the 20. Lapco with a $23.21. There's absolutely no secret meaning in the amount of this super chat. Howdy from Oklahoma. Thank you for the 2321. Birdie with a $20. I cannot love enough how Trump the boss is making Mamdani stand next to him. Hilarious. God bless you, Jeremy, in the 199ers. Thank you for the $20. ACC with a $50 says, Jeremy on last day as a forklift driver. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Jeremy as POTUS. Whoops, hit the wrong button. And now we have World War 11. Thank you for the $50 ACC. Andy plays games with a 2. The super chat has a very strong meaning. I'm poor. Thank you for the 2. You'll get better. Matt Perkins with a 199 says support DJT, but prices are not down. In Florida, they are. In Florida, prices are coming down in Florida, little by little. Thank you for the 199. ACC with a 20. Only got 1 like on my last super. Time to stop. You'll be fine. ACC with another 20. To the one who liked my button super. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 20. Oh, Mad About Hatter says, no, you didn't. Different question, Fig. Fuck. Put it back in the chat. Just type it in the chat and I'll try to answer it. Nandor with a 5 says, the people freaking out over this are incredibly stupid and don't know Trump. He knows what he's doing. Calm down and trust the process. Hail, Unit 199. Thank you for the $5. And did the feed end? The feed ended. The feed ended. So I guess we'll just go full screen. You guys are just full screen Beardo. John Wayne with the $5 says, this dumbass meeting should have never happened. The only thing that is accomplishing is legitimizing this communist Islamist clown. Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully, like I said before, I'm repeating myself now, but hopefully Trump had a stern talking to this guy. Okay, never mind. Feed is back up. It's just showing images of the White House now. We'll keep it up so you guys don't have to have me full screen. Thank you. Did Mad About Hatter type the question again so I can answer it? Mad About Hatter, just type the question in the chat again so I can answer it. Thank you, John Wayne, for the $5. Aided Clock with the 5 says, silver lining with them being friendly is Hassan's gonna flip out. His idol is talking to the dictator. Thank you for the 5, 8 o'clock. Mad About Hatter. Mad About Hatter says, Beardo, don't worry. Which wrestler used to be called the Ringmaster? Fuck, I have no clue. The Ringmaster? I'm not looking. I'm just going to guess because I have no fucking clue. The Ringmaster? Is that Hulk Hogan? I have no clue. I'm just going to guess Hulk Hogan. But I have no freaking clue. Torchwood Gal with a $2 says, Mamdani kissing ring because he wants the ring. Thank you for the 2. Stone Cold. Well, I was close. Stone Cold was the ringmaster. Nandor with a $2 says, louder for the tards in the back. Thank you for the 2, Nandor. And Taco Woman Sandry Ravage with a $2. Mamdani supporters will not like the buddy thing. Well, and if they don't, fuck them. If they don't like it, fuck them. Roland the Wretched with the $5 says, first time Jeremy leave a stream and it gets more gay and fat. Thank you, Roland. Appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words. Birdie with a 10 says, Beardo sucks. Bring back Jeremy. But you're still watching. Thank you for the 10, Birdie. Packing Protons with the $2 says, does the press outside know they're getting nothing? I think they figured. Obviously, they figured that, and that lady, did you see that fucking cow right there? That lady was fat walking over there. She just passed by. That was a fat lady. Anyways. Does the press outside know they're getting nothing? Yeah, I think they probably figured. They figured that that's where Mamdani was going to enter, but he went around. He went around the back door. Thank you for the 2, Packing Protons. Appreciate it. Sula Felix with the 2 says, FDR was a flaming socialist and USSR first in World War II. Thank you for the $2. Sula Felix. Mad About Hatter with the 5 says, Beardo reads better when the Alabama is not present. Beardo knows the figs. I respect that. Thank you, Mad About Hatter with the $5. Sometimes I'm good at reading. Sometimes. Andre CR with a $2,500 says, Beardo Cast. You're damn right. Fear the Beardo takeover on Cobra Cast. You love to see it. But boys, we are all caught up. We are all caught up on Super Chats. So that's it. That's all I needed to do is just finish up on some Super Chats, give some final thoughts on the meeting. And just to reiterate, I didn't love the meeting. I didn't love it. We're a republic. We're a democratic republic. And being on good terms with a democratic socialist, not good. I not good. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully behind closed doors, Trump gave Mamdani a stern talking to about the whole socialism shit. And that's all we can hope. And then them being buddy-buddy was for the press and for the cameras and stuff. But I was not comfortable with how buddy-buddy they were. But hopefully what Jeremy said's right, and that Trump is a master when it comes to the press and to the cameras and stuff. And, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But I did not feel comfortable about it. But it is what it is. All right, boys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. I know that Jeremy's gone. This is Cobra Cast, but thank you guys for those of you guys who stuck around to finish up the stream with me. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you guys for the gifted memberships and the recommitments and everything. We're going to go ahead and raid you over to FNT with no Gary because they're on a vacation. They're on a trip in Egypt. So you got Ryan and Jeremy running the show over there. But thank you guys so much for being here. You guys have a great rest of your night and a great weekend because today is Friday. So give yourself a pat on the back. We made it to the weekend. You guys have a good rest of your night, and we'll catch you guys on the next Geeks and Gamers stream or the next Cobra Cast stream. You guys have a good one. Fear the Beardo. I'm out. Bye, everybody.